Hi. Hey guys. What's up? So, you guys are obviously aware of the Leviathan being made by Dragonpunk. What you may not know is I currently have exclusive access to talk about it and show you some never before seen things with this creature and its animations, and we're also going to touch base on Extinction and how you yourself could win up to $10,000 if you were the greatest ARK player alive, I guess. Don't ask me how I got exclusive access to the Leviathan. It's a super secret thing and I can't really say much about it. I totally didn't say, hey, you can use my Nyctotyrannus model and have it in your mod for the Leviathan stuff. Anyways, guys, we haven't done an ARK video in a very long time since the Extinction reveal, so if you guys do enjoy ARK and you want to see more of it on this channel, well, remember to leave a like on the video, and let's get into it. So you could be a winner in Dragonpunk's Arena of Gods event. Now, the submissions to join this, from what I understand, end today. The tournament actually starts today as well. You can probably jump in if you are lucky and you do it today. Maybe over the week they'll be doing some stuff too. I'll be covering it as well on video and checking some things out. You guys should definitely go check it out. It is very well organized, and I think it's going to be a really cool chance to win some great prizes. Nothing like this has ever been done with ARK before when it comes to mod creators and them giving back to the community. $10,000 is a lot of money, so definitely should try and get in on that, guys. So what is the Dragonpunk Leviathan? Well, this is actually a 3D render of a more updated version of it that you can see right here. I'm going to have some stuff that is outdated and some stuff that is brand new, along with exclusive animations, because I'm sure a lot of you know about this creature. I'm sure a lot of you know about the Leviathan and all about how it is the giant undertaking sky behemoth that can hold a city on its back, yada, yada, yada. I actually know the person that's doing the animations for this thing right now. And once it's said and done, it should look really, really nice. Actually, here is an animation right now moving. Now, I want to make sure you guys know this is all work in progress. It's not near completion. It's not done. It needs to have some work done to it. But the general idea of how this thing is going to move is there. It moves just like a freaking sky whale. Like, what do you expect me to say? It's not going to move like a giant ferry. It has giant ass fins. They swoop around, and it has a giant ass fin that moves up and down to propel it. You know, so it's kind of self-explanatory. But regardless, this model looks absolutely incredible. I was looking at this last night as well, and I'm really liking how they've actually made this thing in general. This is, I think, created by the same person, actually, that made the Iggy, I think? No, the other thing. The other Ceratops thing, whatever. Anyways, they did the skin for ARK's official release creature. So someone who actually worked on wildcard projects in the past started creating this. That's actually like a huge leap forward. And from what I understand, they want the guy that made the Subnautica stuff to do the sound designer, basically. They want him to do all the sounds for this thing as well. And I'm sure a lot of you are aware of Subnautica and what that game is about. So I can't wait to see what they do with that. So all in all, I think it's going to be an amazing addition to the Dragonpunk mod, which I think it launches like the 15th of this month or next month. I think so. You can check their Twitter page anyways for more information on this creature. I still have a lot of images to show you and animations, so we're going to start moving into those right now. Here are some images of the creature from the art station, which is public right now, that you guys can check it out. I have some old versions and then the new versions, what it was updated to, and the updated version against the old version. It's like night and day. It almost looks like they decided to redo this creature in some dimensions and some avenues of this, because the way this creature was put together with its giant menacing teeth and its shark-like mouth, followed by it being an actual whale creature in the air, I really hope it's a rare spawn first off, because this is bigger than the Titanosaur. This thing is bigger than a Titan, and that is ARK's biggest creature right now from what I understand. So this thing is literally going to be like floating with an island on its back. You could probably fit a decent chunk of an island, an actual game world, on the back of this thing. This is probably the most ambitious thing I've ever seen in a mod, to be honest with you. Maybe not the biggest, because I know there are some mods out there that make some really big things. But this is still hella ambitious. I can't imagine trying to tame one of these things. But speaking of taming, I do have some very early rough draft taming animations. Now, they don't look like much right now, but I'll go ahead and I'll play it anyways because you want to see the animations. So, as far as taming this thing goes, I don't know if it's going to be a knockout tame or if it's going to be some other crazy, like you need a wizard, you know, springing out of your pubes and he has to hit it with lightning bolts or something. I don't know. I really don't know. This thing is going to be really hard to tame, I'm willing to bet. And I don't even know if it's a permanent tame because something big like this probably needs a lot of food. I highly doubt anyone could produce enough food to make this thing not die of hunger, to be honest with you. But no, in all seriousness, as far as this creature goes, again, going to be an amazing addition. I want to know what you guys think down below in the comment section of the video. You should definitely get back to me with that. Tell me what you think of this creature, its design, if you think it needs to be touched up on anything. I think there are a couple touch-ups needed around the teeth, but overall, I think it's going to be a pretty cool addition, and I'm also really happy to tell you guys that, as I teased before, my Nyctotyrannus is going to be in the Dragonpunk mod. And the Nyctotyrannus itself is a completely different beast, though. It's actually made for a game called The Isle, which I don't know if you guys watch it or not, but it ties into their mod, and it's going to be a really cool creature. It actually has fangs on the inside of its mouth, like a snake's fangs that jet out when it threatens or when it's biting, and it poisons its prey. You know, it does all kinds of cool stuff. And it's pretty fast too, but that's besides the point. We're going to go back onto the Leviathan. So these are some of the last images I have of the Leviathan being rendered out. Some of these are low resolution, some of these are high resolution finished product images, so keep that in mind. However, this thing, when it's posed correctly, looks absolutely amazing. Again, tell me your thoughts down below in the comments section. I also want to hear back from you ARK players about the Nyctotyrannus and if you're actually happy this thing is coming into the game. I don't know how many of you in ARK know about the Nyctotyrannus. I don't know how many of you even care about it, to be honest with you. I know the Isle community is super hyped. This was a very expensive project. It's a project I wanted to do, and the community wanted me to do it as well. So I backed the community. I think like 25,000, 30,000 people wanted this project to happen. So I made it happen. We're nearing the point where it will be done soon. And I see that thing with the sky whale. It's not going to be super strong. It's not going to be like a sky whale or anything like that, the Leviathan, but you know, you get the idea either way. So the last animation I have to show you is the wild animation. Again, these need major touch-ups. They're basically very similar animations right now because they still have a lot of work to do on them. But it's not a big deal because, well, they're going to do a lot of work on it. I've been speaking to their animator, and I know for a fact it's going to look really nice once everything is said and done. This is also a very big project to take. I feel like right now the body needs more movement. I feel like the back end of it only moving with the wing flipper things moving. I feel like that's not really that smooth, but I think things will smooth out over time as they polish up the animations and do all of this stuff they need to do. But anyways, I want to move into the extinction stuff now. And all the news on that, I think that's all I really have on the Leviathan. No, we'll check out the art page real quick. I want to check out the art station. So this is the art station that a lot of my images came from. Some of these images that I showed you as well, they were actually like private. They were given to me through DMs and stuff like that by the Dragonpunk people. Now this is the Leviathan and everything that you really need to know, along with $3 off your next promo code for ArtStation stuff on your sketchbook, whatever. Hashtag not sponsored. Anyways, not a big deal. This is the Leviathan itself. We have a turntable as well preview, 30 seconds long. This is just the artist, I assume, showing off the model and what they did with it. And a lot of fancy stuff. It looks really good. Like, it looks really good. You could totally, like, if they 3D printed this, I would buy it. I would like have a little peg going up to like the edge of the flipper right here somewhere where like you can't really notice, or even going to the center. I would buy the crap out of that. Dan, if you see this, you need to make that an actual thing. That would be really cool. This is the 3D render of the Leviathan as well that I had shown you guys previously in this video while I was doing some commentary. And this is a more updated version of the Leviathan right here. And it looks amazing. This is the one actually that we saw in this video up right here. It looks absolutely incredible. Now, I'm not really familiar with this rendering tool. Like, I don't know what this stuff do. Oh, that's cool, I guess. Yeah, you get the idea, though. This is more or less all of the stuff to do with the creature. It looks so good, even textured. Untextured, it looks good, but then you texture it. It looks like night and day. Look at that tongue. Oh, my God. What is this thing going to eat? Like, this thing would pick up a Titanosaur in its mouth and just eat it for fun. Like, it'd be a snack for it. You have the low res right here, low poly, and the maps and stuff on it. I don't know what any of that is. Any of you who are modders might understand that more than me. And this is the poly paint ZBrush stuff as well. It looks amazing, guys. Like, I can't get over how well this thing is actually looking right now. I'm hoping it looks just as good in game. You can see the old version right here, a new version. They did some extra edits to the bottom fin that jets out right here. They made it a little bit smaller, which makes sense. This one's angled a little bit, so you can see like the underside of the wing a bit, but it's still a lot more detailed than what we have right here. And I'm not sure if this is a different 3D artist that actually did this stuff or not, to be honest with you. But regardless, it doesn't really matter because it looks absolutely amazing. Looks like the mouth is a little bit different too. They've given the lip a little bit more of a natural curve rather than having it like jet up. I like the shark feel right here where they have like the gums. It doesn't look like the tail's really gone through too much. Some extra lines and stuff. Looks like they've added some extra details as well. They got rid of these little hump things on every single one of them, which is nice. And actually this area right here was refined heavily. Yeah, wickedly refined, actually. Wow, they actually did a really good job with that. Going down, we see this image as well that we had seen in the past, and then we have the actual 3D render. This is actually outdated right now, this render. It's a 360-degree view. I think I showed you some of it in the video. I'm not sure if I have that footage there or not, but either way, this is the entire render of the creature. It looks amazing. I really like how this thing looks. Is this based off of the old model, though? Yeah, this must be the old one, and then the new one. Yeah, this is definitely the old one with all of the holes on its back and stuff like that. So yeah, it still looks good, but it definitely looks better the way it is now. And then this is the old render as well. Yeah, all old, and the old versions right here too, where you can see it has like this is a literal city. This is a city on its back. This isn't just some stupid crap that they decided to throw in. No, this is an actual freaking city that's supposed to be on its back. It's just ginormous as hell, and you have all like the conceptual stuff as well, where they don't know what to do with the mouth and stuff like that. And then you can see the teaser image right here with an actual city on its back. It's such a majorly big creature. You see they have actual ropes. Like, this city is needed to propel this thing and operate it. You can see that it has like ropes hanging onto it right here. It reminds me of that movie where the cities are on like tank tracks and they're moving around, and like London apparently is eating them or something. I don't remember the name of the movie. I really want to see it. But I'm actually hyped for that movie. Off topic. Anyways, that's it for the Leviathan stuff. Let me know your thoughts down below. Oh, whoops. In the comments section. I need to hear back from you. I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think it's worth the hype? Go check out their event as well. $10,000 in prizes being given out. Not sponsored to say that either. I just want to give them a shout out because they were kind enough to let me check out this awesome creature early. And let's get into the extinction stuff because their wiki was updated. So we got some weird advertisements first off on the wiki page. Kind of weird, but I guess I'll roll with it. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. Anyways, the Extinction expansion is supposed to come out November 6th, 2018. So just in time for the holidays for you guys to enjoy it over your Christmas break and all that stuff if you are in school. And if not, well, I guess it sucks to be you because you're probably working or doing something dumb and adulty like me. It's not fun. 119 days left until we get Extinction. So a little while yet, about almost 4 months or so. So the actual overview really hasn't changed too much. The corrupted Earth map. I actually remember I did an old video and it showed, I thought I had a picture of the Extinction map itself, but they might have changed it. So I'm not even going to bother to put that up on screen because it's an old image anyways, and it might not even tie into the stuff. But regardless, Extinction places survivors on an element-infested, ravaged planet filled with fantastical creatures, both organic and technological. Earth holds both the secrets of the past and the keys to its salvation. Yada, 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 you know all of it. And then electromagnetic waves are present at certain locations, rendering items such as the GPS useless. Now, I would imagine these electromagnetic waves also affect probably turrets and their targeting systems, because, well, targeting and stuff like that, I assume would probably, yeah, anyways, you might have to get like some kind of shielding stuff, more or less. I feel like there'll be some EMF shielding that you could actually get, or something like that, where it wouldn't actually have your stuff being messed with. Hey, look, Alienware. Don't buy Alienware, it's overpriced garbage. So the overview is the map appears. It was laden in the past or future, overgrown with sci-fi and nature. There are new resources and new features. Corrupted Earth contains features such as PvE-styled raids, in which players must battle off corrupted creatures in order to obtain the rewards. Players must. I refuse to redo that sentence. I know I said much instead. Regardless, I love this idea of the, I guess, King of the Hill style, you know, defend your base wave stuff. I love the idea of that. But I really hope it's not like Gigas will be raiding your base, because it's just, you're doomed if that happens. And I would assume they'd have some kind of decay timer or something would happen, so you can't have structures in the area and stuff like that too. New creatures. Corrupted Earth contains creatures both organic and non-organic. This introduces mechanical category creatures found around it. Several giant mini-bosses known as Titans, which we know all about now, roam across sections of the map accessible through dungeons and caves. They are extremely aggressive, but survivors who manage to knock it down will be able to tame the savage beast. Moreover, a certain variation of dino known as Corrupted roams around the Earth, and due to their overexposure of element, they have been corrupted. They will attack any base or creature/human on sight, and could potentially have a hive mentality state, moving in groups in an attempt to raid and devour stockpiles of element harvested by survivors. So I would imagine right then and there, if you have stockpiles of element in your inventory, or you have element at all anywhere around you, these corrupted creatures will seek you out and they will try to kill you, because that's what they want. Now, obviously, we have the Enforcer, Gasbag, and the Scout, which we've already seen all of those creatures. Corrupted variants can be found wandering around Earth, most notably the No Man's Land, which is... No Man's Land is basically that area in the middle or whatever, or wherever it is, where you can't actually, like, claim it per se, because that's the area that's attacked by a bunch of different creatures and stuff. It's No Man's Land. You don't want to go there because it's No Man's Land, obviously. All items from the base game and some items from Aberration are available on Extinction in addition to the items below. And obviously they have all of the items down here that may be coming in / might be changed. I wouldn't trust it 100% because things get changed, and it's unfortunate, but that's what happens. Now, I know leading up to Extinction as well, we're going to get Explorer Notes, which these Explorer Notes are key to finding out the story and what's going to be happening with the lore. We have some reveals right here, yada, yada, yada. And then you have notes and trivia, yada, 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 which you can read down through this if you really want to. I'm not going to read down through it because I don't want to have this droning on forever. The images, however, I will look at. So this is actually the drone right here. I wish they had this in like some kind of scroll view so I could just go through them. Here we go. I zoomed in a little bit. So quality's gone a little bit, but it's perfectly fine. So we have Roaring Giga on a platform, drone, yada, yada, yada. We've seen all of this from the trailer. This is the tech creature. It is a scout that I assume we can make. It has a specimen implant as well, which is kind of cool. Torn dossier of the Frost Titan, which I will go into in just a second. The expansion obviously changed because, well, that's what they did. That's what they do. They kind of delay stuff. And then you can see the Corrupted ARK. Or you can see Corrupted Earth as seen in the Ascension cutscene for Aberration, where we landed here and it was just a bad time all around. You could actually, I don't remember the command, but you could actually play in this map if you used a command. It was like travel AB or something, or ending AB or some crap like that in the console. If you remember it, let me know in the comments section. I really want to go back here and see if they changed anything because of something they might have done with the game or anything like that. I need to see. I've already checked all of the other Ascensions and stuff, and there's nothing changed with those. And then this is obviously the Frost Giant, or Frost Titan dossier, which there's not really much known about it right now. It is tameable, which is good. We don't know anything else about it. And it lives in caves. So these things, there's articles online saying these things are going to be walking around on the land and stuff. That's not true. They don't do that. That's just not how they are supposed to be around. That's just it. It's just not how it works. Anyways, that is it for everything I have for you on ARK Extinction and the Dragon Punk Leviathan. I'm sure I'll have more exclusive stuff for you in the future so we can check all of that out together and really get a feel for this mod. Again, check out their tournament. Definitely join in if you can. Make your submission today so you don't miss out on those amazing prizes. And that's it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Enjoy, I guess, the trailer stuff, whatever. Yeah, all right. I will see you in the next video.